probably me. I don't know if that's really me. It's probably some other baby that, my mom saw that was cute and decided to frame it. Was that? Yeah. That was.
Well, that would have to be you, right?
That was my baby shower.
That would have to be you. She wouldn't just swap a picture of that would have to. It looks like you.
I even have like this.
Like when you shave,
thing going on.
When you shave, that's exactly what you look like.
Those are not my nipples, man.
The truth.
That was a. What is going on, passengers? We're live. We've been live.
I suspected it. I kind of wish it happened while I was singing the.
Yeah, I kind of wish it happened too. What is going on, passengers? This is your conductor, the Blind Prophet, joined as always by Big Easy.
Hello, I'm here.
And today I kind of wanted to, because we haven't uploaded a podcast in a while.
Because all the other shit got lost.
All the other shit got lost. I kind of just wanted to do like a podcast, just talk, chill out. We don't really have to stay structured, even though we really don't have a structure, but stay boxed in on one particular topic. We just sort of free roam on this one, open world games, this shit, so.
There's something about the Predator trailer being released that makes me a few things. One being, wow, we did that speculations podcast that got lost like forever ago, and now it's revealed. Two, we lost that video, which was one of the good ones that we made, and three, we don't have it. It's not what we could have thought or hoped out there, and then the actual thing's here.
But before we get into it, guys, I just wanted to take a moment to say,
just sit right there.
Just get some water. Stay hydrated. It's been hot, We're not one of those YouTube channels that even though I'm doing it right now, it says leave a like, comment, subscribe. Like, just go get some water, get a drink real quick.
What a fucking
stay hydrated
dilemma. I'm not one of those YouTubers.
I'm not one of those, but I'm doing it right now. I personally hate that because what we're doing right now, it kind of gets off topic, but that's kind of the point of this particular podcast. I don't like when you're sitting there and it's about like a minute and a half of just self-promotion
before you even see what they have to offer.
Yeah.
You only clicked on it because of the
thumbnail or the description of what the video is going to be.
What is it called? My brain is too tired to remember.
Clickbait. Yeah. Clickbait. But no, I'm excited because the first trailer for the Predator was very underwhelming. It seemed like E.T. but with predators.
Yeah, the only thing I liked about it was the kid where he had the fucking stupid ship and there was blocks and shit, and the ship was.
And then it was showing the actual ship.
Yeah, that I thought was pretty neat. The rest of it was, as you said, underwhelming.
Yeah, I totally got an E.T. vibe for that like first 20 seconds of the trailer with the kid and then Halloween.
Speaking of TV. Did you see? Did you see the Purge TV show?
Oh, I saw the trailer for that. Announced? Yeah.
What the fuck do you think that's gonna be?
I don't know how they're gonna do 10 episodes on one night, or like, are they gonna do like 5 episodes and then get on to the actual Purge and then 5 episodes after? Like,
I don't know. From what I gathered from the teaser trailer, whatever, is it's gonna take from perspective of the killer rather than people just being like, no, don't do it.
Oh, I didn't get that at all.
Really? I mean that because you saw the same thing, right? It was a dude in like the workshop. He made the fucking mask and shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the kind of vibe I got from it.
I just saw a lot of like the same.
Is that? I would like to see it.
I saw a lot of like the same like almost political kind of feel that it was like this new one's starting to have.
Remember what the purge does for us.
Yeah, so I don't know. There's a part of me that really enjoys what they're doing with the purge, because I like that they're diving deeper into it than the first one did. It was just in that one house, like. So this one kind of shows a little bit. Well, not this one, but the newer ones have showed a more political and more fleshed out characterization of the actual purge, like Purge Night. It's not just this ominous
Rick
sort
and
of.
Morty knew it.
Yeah, like this like ritual. It's like an actual character now. So I kind of like that, but I also don't want it to like get overdone.
It depends on how this TV show works out, because they've shelled out like enough of the
because this will be what, the fourth movie now.
Yeah, with
the first Purge.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, I think this first Purge, did it come out already? We haven't seen it.
I think it's coming out. It's coming out this month. I think it's a few days away.
But yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. Like,
because for some reason they like to put out in July.
Show trailers like a year before. Yeah, this new one looks really dope. I think it's worth a theater trip. But and
we won't need to see the other ones.
Yeah, I think that's what's cool too. Like, that's what's been kind of cool about all of them, is you really don't need to see the first, second, third, or the second and third, or the
There's
third
only
and first.
Two characters that. There's only like two characters that are in the other movies. Is that one cool guy, White Frank Man?
There's the black guy that they took into the house in the first one. He like starts to lead like the revolution in the second one. And then
I'm just going off of what I've seen on YouTube and
in
trailers.
the third one, it's really not. It's not super connected. Like, if you've watched all of them, there is a continuity to them, but it's not like they're following a particular character or a particular story. Really, it's just the Purge. So yeah, I think this one probably has the potential to probably be the best to show how crazy it could be. Like the other ones.
Well, this one, like from what they showed in the trailers, was like, oh, the military's dressing up like crazies to
because
influence the purge.
Because the first one,
oh hey, people are actually doing this.
The
shit?
first one just felt like a bunch of frat kids like coming to that house and trying to kill Ethan Hawke and his family. The second one was a little bit more like, okay, that's kind of scary because like they're like out on the streets and stuff. The third one, the only really like scary part of it was the those chicks that came to Bubba's store. I forget the guy who plays Bubba Gump, his name, but they come to his store and then what do you call it? Was it it's the third one that
election year.
Yeah, that he's like protecting that chick. So that one guy is just fighting off all those like government dudes. So it didn't really seem like scary. This one seems like it would be like, not that the Purge is scary, but it feels like it would have more of a
thrill,
like a
suspense.
Like I don't know how to explain it, but like it seems like it would be like creepier. Like now that they have like military on the street, like killing innocent people. Like,
I've never watched the other Purges.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh.
All I've seen is like the stuff I've seen on YouTube and shit. The only thing that doesn't interest me about the Purge is that, from what I've seen, they look very horror centered. When I want to see some fucking shit, I don't want to be scared. I just want to see some metal shit that'll make me uncomfortable scared.
Some Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah, some. Well, I thought that was pretty cool.
That
shit
got me queasy, dude. That
you're talking about where they were like
oh, not Hacksaw Ridge. Bone Tomahawk. That got me. Why did I say Hacksaw Ridge? I'm just thinking about boy. I'm just thinking about bro got his hacksaw ridge or his ridge hacksaw. Yeah.
Go watch Hacksaw Ridge. It's a great movie.
Bone Tomahawk, 10 out of 10.
The style of that movie reminded me like of another movie. I think we watched it.
Which one?
Bone Tomahawk, where it was just like there was no music. There was no music, and it was just like
a movie that has the style of Bone Tomahawk, or Bone Tomahawk is the one you're talking about? Because we definitely watched Bone Tomahawk.
Another movie that we watched.
Bone Tomahawk had music, didn't it?
No.
No?
No, it was a quiet movie.
Yeah, I know there's several movies that have taken that like quiet, no music. I want to say, didn't The Revenant do that? Oh, you haven't seen The Revenant.
That's the other movie. That's the other movie we were talking about. I was like, this could
Oh, when I was looking up movies?
Yeah.
We'll have to.
We have to fucking.
Yeah, we gotta watch that one.
We gotta watch it. I need to see this bear scene that got Mr. Candy his fucking statue.
Monsieur
Candy.
Yeah. You had my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
You had my attention. But now, you have my attention.
You have my attention. Yeah, dude. I think,
I remember the day after you saw the movie and you were like, dude, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's a really great movie. You see it.
He definitely deserved the Oscar for that, because after you watch it, you'll kind of understand, like, that was really good acting. I think, what do you call it?
Tom Hardy?
Tom Hardy should have gotten Oscar too. Like, I haven't seen Bridge of Spies to really say, like, how much of a supporting actor that Mark Rylance was. But, like, dude, Tom Hardy was, like, Leo and Tom Hardy wouldn't have been the characters that they were if they didn't feed off of each other. Like, Tom Hardy was, like, the yin to Leo's, like, yang. Like, it was very weird how they balanced off of each other's characters.
I need to see it.
I
need to see it. It's got.
But
too much
not like that. I'm not trying to discredit Leo's acting, because there is a huge part of his role where he isn't around Tom Hardy, but Tom Hardy wouldn't have been the character that he was without having to go off of Leo.
Well,
so
let's just be glad Venom wasn't there. You know, the symbiote.
The symbiote. But yeah, that was a pretty crazy scene. Like, I felt that.
All I've seen is when he's like crawling and there's like a CGI bear fucking.
I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen any of the scenes because I've heard a lot that this is a good movie, so I've refused to see anything.
I love the cinematography of the movie, because like a lot of it is shot like one shot. Like,
oh really?
Yeah, like there's a whole sequence.
Kingsman's another movie.
Oh yeah, The Golden Circle.
The Golden Circle in the first one.
You haven't seen the first one?
No.
Oh my god.
The only thing I've seen from it is when the dude's murdering everybody in the fucking church.
The thing
I don't understand it.
The thing that I have a weird Mandela effect with is, so I went to go see it in the theater with my grandmother.
The second one? Or
the first one?
Okay.
The first one. I went to go see it with my grandmother in the theater. At the end, he comes back to this girl, and it shows him like a POV of like him like smashing in like a room.
What?
I watched it again like sometime later, and that scene wasn't in there anymore, and I was like, what the hell? Like, I don't know.
That's a very specific Mandela.
Yeah, it was so weird.
That's
so
not
I don't know.
Bernstein Bears. That's some.
I don't know if,
did I see some porn?
I don't know. I don't know if maybe what do you call it? It's like one of those like theatrical versions, or like director's cut, or like whatever. But like, yeah, I did not see that at the end. So
we're probably gonna see it when we go on Foot Locker.
Maybe. Hey, whoa! You can't.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa.
What's Foot Locker?
What?
It's Kirkland purified water
when we go on Netflix
with minerals added for taste. Why the fuck do you need taste for water? Do you want taste in your water? When it tastes like water, when water is tasteless, is water?
I do agree with having minerals in the water, because like a lot of our waters, when it's filtered, it gets rid of a lot of the minerals and stuff. So having those, like I'm talking
about taste.
Yeah, I don't care about taste. Like what do you call that? The vitamin water or whatever. That's like almost like Gatorade.
Yeah.
No, I don't care about that. But like the one that was popular, and I know it's good for you because, like I say, my grandfather, he has diabetes, and when he drank it, he didn't have to take the pills anymore, and that was that alkaline water. The alkaline water supposedly has like a higher or a lower pH level than just like regular water, something like that. And yeah, he drank it like every day, and he didn't have to take like the pills that he had to take for whatever he was doing with his diabetes.
So what? It cured his diabetes?
It didn't cure his diabetes. It just helped him a lot. Like, it just drinking that, he didn't have to take the pills.
Fucking humans and the Earth is fucking weird. We were just talking about diets and shit. Now everything's it's just finding more shit that's bad for you.
Yeah, I mean,
and hearing this, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because I mean, you could drink like I do it. Like, I drink my gallon waters, but if you're not getting that that mineral, just I'm dying yesterday. You know that
did you know that
drinking
my rock?
Did you know that drinking diet soda leads to type 2 diabetes?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So you're major fucked.
Ain't that a double triple?
Ain't that a double fuck? Yeah. I was reading a thing
specifically type 2.
Yeah, because okay, so
I haven't drank that fucking diet shit before. I started drinking it after I became diabetic.
After I became diabetic,
which don't fucking matter because
Yeah, because I was reading several articles like on trying to create like a structured diet and stuff, and they said that there were like several foods that you don't want to ever consume, and at the top of that list was diet soda. And they said with the chemicals in there, like what was it? Oh my god, I forget what it's called. That freaking.
I really don't want to close the window.
That landscaper out
so
there is
fucking hot.
Fucking with me. But there's certain chemicals that they put in the diet soda to replicate the taste of the sugar, and again with shelf life and all that stuff, that they lead to higher or lower insulin production, which then leads to the type 2 diabetes. So it's really crazy, like how you're trying to avoid the sugar, and then to diet, and then you end up becoming diabetic. Yeah, it's ridiculous, like how
type 2 diabetes.
That's what I was telling you this morning. Is like it's ridiculous how
that's
you could
really fucking bad.
Yeah,
because you can only get that through genetics or being unhealthy. Because type 2 isn't as bad as 1. If I had a choice, I'd rather be type 2 because I'd be less fucking fucked.
But type 2, you could also try to you could get rid of.
Yeah,
possibly.
You can fucking get rid of it too. And that's what's awesome. But if drinking diet soda can lead you into type 2 diabetes like that, and the person doesn't know and they keep doing it, that can fucking kill the pancreas and lead them into type 1.
There's a chemical in diet food and soda called aspartame that's found in a lot of like sweet loaves and all that stuff. It's aspartame, and that leads to, I don't know if that's one of the chemicals that leads to diabetes, but I want to say, don't hold me to it, but I want to say that also leads to memory loss. Like
that memory loss has always been in the pipe works of diet anything.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I've only started drinking diet stuff ever since I became diabetic. So it's like I've always had a faulty memory at random, so I'm not blaming the drinks. And I haven't felt a difference, but I think it's just depending on the person individually.
Yeah, I don't know, because I'm not the one.
Because a lot of people's bodies react differently on everything. So it could really be just a guessing.
Like I say, I don't know it as a fact. I don't even know what aspartame looks like. I'm not claiming to have done any studies myself.
It started the war.
But that's what I've read on a lot of these articles
aspartame violence.
on a lot of these articles that talk about like dieting and like things that you should stay away from, things that you should have more of. And the one that I've heard about, but I've never actually even seen is goji berries. They say that goji berries is like really good for you. And the one that I felt the thing that they said that really was contradictive is they said that what do you call it? Drinking juice is one of the worst things you could do because it has no nutritional.
Everything's one of the worst things you can do.
But it has no nutritional value whatsoever because
standing in the sun is one of the worst things you could do.
Skin cancer.
Yeah.
What do you call it? But yeah, they say
sitting
that
on the toilet too long is the worst thing you can.
Well, you have more of a chance of dying on the toilet than you do by a shark attack. So,
stop it.
I mean,
you're making it more real than I wanted it to be.
But yeah, they say that like fruit juices can, like when they juice a fruit, the juice can sit in like a silo or whatever for like a year until it's actually packaged and sent to like a store. So by the time that they want to package it, a lot of the sweetness from the juice is gone. So they put like sugar and all that, and there's like no nutritional value to the juice whatsoever.
That makes sense.
So they say that like that's one of the worst things you could drink. But then what was contradictive is they said that goji berry juice is like super good for you. Like if you have a drink of goji berry juice a day, it's like you keep the doctor away. It's like
some scientific reason.
I don't know. I don't understand it. Like what's the difference between goji berry juice and apple juice as far as like the production, like and how it gets to you. So unless you're juicing the goji berry yourself, which I've only ever seen dried goji berries, they look like long like red raisins. I've never seen an actual goji berry. Unless you're juicing it yourself, like, what do they mean by drinking goji berry juice? So, there's a lot of things that you have to take with a grain of kosher salt. But I don't know. It's like, yeah, like you say, like everything for you these days can be so bad. It's ridiculous.
That's why I fucking I consume it in my brain. And I'm like, okay, I guess this is a thing. I still fucking do it.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Like,
it's like my riding a motorcycle, right?
Like, I just want to talk to the people that like actually
go through all of it.
Yeah, go through all of it. Like, I don't want to read these articles or watch these videos on like
I'd hate to
Faxverse presents. Like, no, fuck that, dude. I want to actually talk to like people that are. You know, and not just a personal trainer either. Like, I want to talk to, like, somebody that's actually, like, fully aware of, like, everything that they're doing and everything that goes into their body. Because, like, a personal trainer is only trying to get you to a certain point. You know, then after they get you to that point, depending on some trainers, they either abandon you or will periodically, you know, be like, hey, you know, how are you doing? Are you still committing to what we started?
I feel bad for the kids who have that parent or parents. You know, you're just a 5-year-old kid. You like shit. You want to try shit. You want to do shit. You want to get dirty. You want to make a mess of things. Your mom, yo, you want grape juice?
No, I feel the opposite. I feel the opposite. I don't feel bad for them. I feel bad for the kids that, like me, like my grandfather would let me order off the fucking adult menu when we went to Hofstra, and I would get the crazy country fried steak breakfast. Like, I did not need that at 9 years old. You know, like
no, I'm saying
I
for
did
the
not
people that are like what we were just talking about, that take all that shit in and are like super Nazis about it.
No, I think that's the smart thing for them to do, because you don't have these habits that they grow into. Like there's things that become, ingrained into you that you like. For me, like, I grew up eating fucking cereal and learning that, like, cereal is, again, one of the worst things that you could eat because it's just nothing but sugar. It's like, dude, like, that sucks because that's one of my go-to breakfast,
Breakfast.
So it sucks, like, having that mentality of eating that for so long for part of a balanced breakfast, like, and now learning that it's really not as balanced and as healthy and as whole grain and as, freaking General Mills whole grain is our number one ingredient. You could read it on the side of the box, like, like, all that is
He just fucking turns his hat sideways.
Yeah, like, all that is, a lie. It sucks because it's a habit, and now having to switch to, like, oatmeal, which is, I have to put, like, a scoop of peanut butter because, like, oatmeal by itself is, like, really hard to take in. I think I have more respect for those parents. Like, my cousin, she does that. No juice, no, like, my cousin is like vegan vegetarian, but I don't think I could be wrong. I don't think she enforces it on her kids. She might, but I think
That's another thing I don't agree about.
what?
For, like, I'm a vegan. I have children. I'm gonna make them vegan.
That's their choice. Like, if the kid, once they become an adult or once they can financially support themselves to make their own choice, then, dude, for sure, go, eat your meat. But I think they would be more thankful that their mom or dad didn't let them eat McDonald's or didn't let them do stuff that is just unhealthy for them, They would be thankful because now in my situation, I'm having to make up for it. I'm having to now reverse that, and that's a really difficult process rather than the process of it happening, So I think that is a good decision. Now, in my aunt's position, I don't agree with fucking giving your dog vegan dog food. Like, that's just, like, really? Like, are you serious? That's some Nazi type shit.
That I'm 100% agreeing, but with all other stuff, I just don't like limits like that.
What do you not like about it? Because of the taste? Because of the
No. I'm saying from the perspective of I'm gonna make you do what I want before you even understand what the fuck it is.
No, I think that's perfectly justifiable because that's for their well-being. It's not like I'm gonna make you play football for your whole fucking life until you can say no. It's I'm gonna help you get the nutritional value that you need and stay away from things that are not nutritious and stay away from things that are later going to lead to complications in your life. Like, there's certain things that have higher cancer production. Like, what do they call that? It's like, it has a cancerous like chemical in it, or just things that, like, could lead to heart failure, or, like, there's certain foods, fast food places, things that I've been researching that, like, are just really, like, they are not good. So if your mom or your dad or your grandfather, your grandmother, whoever is taking care of you, is not letting you eat fucking s'mores, or is not taking you to McDonald's, or isn't letting you have apple juice, it's probably for the better. Like, yeah, they taste good.
No, what I'm getting at is, like, for me, if I were a parent, one day, fuck, I'm too tired for that.
No, because I put it into my position, because now I'm 18 years old, 350 pounds. I'm having to reverse that. Like, yeah, fucking chicken nuggets are really good, but they're not good for you. Yeah, apple juice is really good, but it's not good for you. Like, now I'm having to try to reverse that, and it's a really difficult process. Whereas if I was raised on oatmeal for breakfast rather than cereal, and it's all in moderation. because you could have a wholly like vegetarian vegan diet, and you could be eating all of it and eating so much of it in one day, and you could still be as big and overweight as I am. It's still within moderation, but there's things that you can eat more of, and things that provide you a nutritional value that, you know, you stay away from the things that don't, you know. And like I say, my grandfather, you know, when we would go to Hoff's Hut, I would get the, you know, craziest country fried steak breakfast, and that's almost 2,000 calories in one sitting, and I'm 9 years old. Like that's not healthy at all, you know. That like, and I think that's where you can't really call that good parenting when you steer your child away from it, but you can't call it bad parenting either. You know, it's just your parenting. Like you're doing what you're supposed to in regards to your child's well-being, or your grandchild, or your nephew, like whoever is taking care of you.
Oh no, I think I'll just take the jobber route and just, yeah, you can eat that. Just fucking don't eat it like an asshole. Don't be obsessive over it. I'm not gonna give you apple juice as your only primary intake of liquid the whole fucking day. You'll get it with your snack or whatever or whatnot.
Yeah, I don't know. For me as a parent, I don't think I'll take
because
the route.
People have been fucking fine, and people exist just doing basic, regular, everyday shit that me and you do, and they look fine, and they are fine.
Well, that's because every person is different. People
I
have
know,
higher
and
metabolisms.
that's
like
another thing. It's just
Toyota fucking eats pizza every day. Like,
it's like you just have. It's just an experiment throughout as long as you're living. I'm Samoan. I've always been big. I've always wanted to be, you know, just a little bit, just like leaner. It's just my genetics.
Yeah, and again,
I'm always gonna have a little bit of boob and a little bit of belly.
Yeah, I again, everyone is different. Like, I mean, for me, like I feel like I carry my weight really well. Like, I don't look like a lot of people that are, you know, my weight.
You're not balloon.
Yeah, like I'm definitely a lot larger, but it's weird. Like when I look in the mirror, like there's a lot more structure to me that, like, if I were to cut, like, I mean, if anybody were to cut, they would look a lot better. But like if I were to cut a lot of those areas, like it's everybody's different. Like, and so I think that's probably the safest route to go is when you're parenting to just minimize that. Like, yeah, you don't have to completely, you know, lock out those things, but like to minimize them as much as possible, you know, like not have Tropicana orange juice as one of the staples in your refrigerator, or having you know, Oreos in your pantry or things like that. Like
I don't know why. I just maybe I'm too tired, but I definitely understand it. There's just some part of me that's just like, nope, sorry. That might just be my defiant side with, like, I guess, child trauma. When I first became diabetic, and the fucking asshole nurse or whatever told me, like, no, your dream's not coming true. You're not gonna join the army or all that shit. Like that. Ever since that, I've, like, every time someone's told me I couldn't do anything, I'm gonna fucking do that. I don't care what you say. Every time my mom says you're not getting a motorcycle, I'm fucking getting that motorcycle. Because ever since I've been a kid, just the same as I've wanted to join the military, I've wanted a motorcycle. I'm getting a fucking motorcycle. If I die on it, I die on it. I'll be happy, though, that I got the one thing that I've always wanted to do.
No, and that, I mean, that's
so it's
that's fully.
I'm not disagreeing to sound like an asshole. It's just I understand it. It's just I'm having a hard time agreeing with it.
That's 100%. That's 100% valid for you to feel like that. But we're talking about. I mean, it's almost like the subject of abortion. Like, we're talking about another person. Like, if you were a father and you now had, you know, a child like me that's extremely overweight, you don't want them to blame you for that. You know, you don't want them to be like, oh, you know, you're the one that, you know, took me to McDonald's every fucking week after school, and this is why I'm so overweight. Like, you want to do what you can to completely obliterate any chance of that happening, because you want them to be healthy. You know, I'm borderline on the very fringe of being diabetic. If I don't turn everything around, I will be diabetic. You know, if I don't turn everything around, I have a fatty liver. Like that could lead to extreme complications later on in my life. I'm only 18 years old. You know, like that is not completely healthy. And your only excuse is to feel it's not right, just to have it. Like that's I don't know. That's crazy. Like, to think. Just, you know?
I'm probably also just, like, thinking of the extreme of just, like, that really Nazi-esque parent that's like, no.
Because the beautiful thing is that there's alternatives. You know, that you don't have to completely have, you know, and again, it's moderation, because not that I would tell my child no, but I wouldn't take my child to go get a Slurpee every fucking day like you do, you know, like that. It's moderation. Like, maybe once in every great while we might do some crazy shit, and, you know, but being my experience and knowing what I have to go through to reverse everything, and knowing that I might not be successful in it, and knowing that it's extremely hard. I don't want, if I ever have a child or children, for them to have to face that, you know. That's just extreme. It's and just for some Oreos, just for some apple juice, just for some fucking Pop-Tarts, for some cereal, like really, it's not worth it. So
I don't know what I'm gonna do about the Slurpees.
I mean that's just an example, because that's something you do every day. Yeah. You know, that's
and
something,
I know it's bad,
and
but it's
that's what I'm saying. Like, moderation.
That's
like,
the addiction.
Like, on a super hot day, I wouldn't mind taking my kid to go get a Slurpee. Like, it's good. It helps cool you off. But
that's what it was.
On the same hand of that, it's more beneficial to just drink an ice cold cup of water.
Yeah.
You know, it just, or even to drink a hot cup of tea. Like, there's things that alternatives, you know, and they're obviously not as good as a Captain Crunch Slurpee. But
ice cubes actually are the worst thing you can do.
They're bad for your teeth.
The cold kills all the nutritional value in the water.
Have you seen that fucking meme where it's like, have you seen those memes where it's like, if you don't want to like worry about pasta sauce or something, just freeze it in ice cubes and then put it in a pan?
What?
Yeah, there's like these that's not
freeze
the meme. That's not the meme, but there's these videos or these posts where it's like, if you don't want to worry about like making like a oil like worry about putting oil in the pan. It's like for cooking. Like, if you don't want to worry about putting oil with like herbs and stuff in the pan, like just freeze a bunch of them and you'll have them. Or just certain stuff.
I've seen that meme. I never fucking understood.
No, but the meme was like, if you don't want to wait for your water to boil, just boil some and then freeze it for later.
My fucking auntie does that. She freezes everything.
Freezes everything? Yeah.
All the shit that's in her fridge is just like drinks and shit.
The idea of having that like oil and herbs and all that stuff, like, that's a good idea, because you can just pop it in the pan real quick. I think Barbara does that. But yeah, when they said if you don't want to wait for your water to boil every single time, just boil some and then freeze it.
Memes are getting danker and danker every day.
That's another thing that I have to stay away from is social media. Like, that's why I deleted everything, is because they say that there's a chemical that you produce when you and I guess I'm not staying away from it by doing YouTube, but there's a chemical that you produce when you like get a text or you get dopamine, and it's very addictive. That if you like check your Instagram when you wake up, or if you like
it creates a habit.
It creates a disgusting habit, because that same chemical that you produce, dopamine, when you do that, it's like the same chemical that's found in like cigarettes, or it's a very addictive chemical.
and it leads to depression and shit too.
Yeah, so
it's really crazy.
I'm that's why, because I do that. I check Instagram every time I wake up, see a quick meme or something. I don't do it in regards to like seeing how many likes, because I haven't posted in a long time, so I don't care about how many likes I get.
Check the memes.
I just check the memes, and I don't know if that leads to the same production of dopamine, but I just want to stay away from it. Like they say that you should.
From what I've read and watched, it's opening your phone and just checking your texts because you want to see,
Yeah, that recognition. Yeah, that's what they're saying too. Is from text too.
For me, it's less of the social media stuff, and it's more just my phone. Just every time I look at my phone, I get like a weird tingle of anxiety in my chest because I just remember all the shit that's happened with my ex, just all the bullshit I talked over the phone. It's just, I don't like looking at this phone. I know if I open it up, I go on Instagram, or I go through pictures, I go on YouTube, there's just always something everywhere that just reminds me of that shit. I just don't like it.
Yeah. No, but also they say too that like social media is like a trigger for a lot of things. Like if you're on social media and like let's say you're dieting, dude, like if you look at like a tasty video or like a foodies video, like you're gonna want to eat now. Or just there's certain triggers that social media leads to that like can create unhealthy habits. So that too, like maybe I'm not producing that dopamine, but I do get triggered a lot by a lot of things in social media. So
only thing that triggers me in social media, the titties.
That's another thing they say too, is that like if you follow like pages that are on that, like you could be triggered to produce, a hormone that
can't talk because there's a young inside here.
Yeah, all I was trying to say was I'm leaving.
Oh, you're leaving?
You're leaving?
Soon.
That's pretty soon.
All right.
Lock the door. Uh-oh. She's giving sass.
But yeah, so I'm trying to, because the only really time that I'll check my phone in the morning is like to see if like maybe my mom or someone texted me like, just to make sure, like, or if my grandfather texted me or something. So again, I don't think I'm addicted to my phone as far as producing dopamine and trying to find that recognition, but I am addicted to it. Like they also say, like there was one guy I was watching who was talking about like interaction with other people. Like if you go to a restaurant, like leave your phone at home. Don't take your phone, because like if you're not using your phone at the table, like you'll go to the bathroom and check your Instagram and I don't have Wi-Fi on my phone, so I'll play a game or something, which is gross because they also say that your phone's like one of the most disgusting things that you have because all the bacteria and shit. Yeah, they said like interaction, like you want to create more interaction, like when you walk around, like, and I've seen it a lot too, like when you walk around, like people are just on their phone, like they're not interacting with each other.
It's really sad and gross sometimes seeing.
Yeah,
I've watched people at a family dinner and everyone's on a fucking, you got the kids on the fucking iPad and both the parents on the fucking phone. No one's talking. The waitress comes, they're like, they all put their phone down or they're still on the phone while they're taking turns giving them what they want. It's like,
or
dude,
they'll put their phone down. They'll put their phone down and then look at the menu.
Yeah,
yeah. So,
I'm not crazy guilty on that. I mostly bring my phone to listen to music on the car ride. Mm-hmm. If you're not there, I'm pretty quiet. I feel awkward socializing with my mom. I don't know why. Same thing with my dad. Yeah, no,
I'm trying to limit my phone, and I think it'll suck because we're trying to grow this channel and also my channel, so not having like a real social media presence is gonna suck. But once I get like on track and start to have like a habit of waking up in the morning and going and doing like a run or something, then I think I'll have more of that confidence to have that constraint on going on Instagram or stuff like that. But yeah, I for right now I just want to delete all my social media. Not so much delete it, but delete the apps. That way I could get back on them later, which is probably not healthy to know that I'm going to have them, but to not have them physically on my phone should help. But yeah, there's so much that like it contributes to every little thing. It's like the butterfly effect. Like one little thing could lead to such a larger picture. So yeah.
I don't even know what I'm like with my phone anymore. I don't use it for YouTube as much anymore. It's really just porn. Honestly. And like my phone is just
my
a little
YouTube,
porn archive.
My YouTube is so weird. Like I didn't understand when I would watch a lot of YouTubers, but I think I understand it now. It's like the YouTubers that you're subscribed to, they don't show up in your like feed. You have to go through your subscription page to really see like the videos that they're uploading. Like, dude, I get the most bullshit in my feed. Like, I don't understand.
I subscribe to everyone I think is stupid.
It's so weird how my feed has been for the last couple of weeks. Like, I really don't like watching YouTube anymore. Like,
I told you about the time when I got like really pissed off because there was like nothing on my fucking YouTube feed.
Yeah, and right after you said that, there was like nothing on my YouTube.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude, like everything has been such a chore now. Like watching YouTube, playing video games, like nothing has really been interesting me. Oh shit.
You gonna answer that?
Yeah.
You can pause the recording, can't you? Or is it gonna be like...
Hello?
Alright, I'm headed from Cerritos, so I'll be there in like 15 minutes.
Auto Square.
Okay. Alright.
Alright, okay, bye.
Alright, bye. It's me, ma.
Something I did for a short while that I actually enjoyed. It felt therapeutic. Is like before I went to bed, I just turned off my phone and just went to bed and woke up, and whenever I felt like looking at my phone, whenever it was like, oh, maybe my mom called me or something, I turn on my phone and check it. It just felt nice to know that it's put away for me. At least.
Yeah, for me, I think what I'm gonna start doing is like when I'm at my grandfather's, I'm just gonna leave my phone on my desk because there is a charger right there, and then for when I'm here, like I'm just gonna leave it like in here and then go out in the living room or whatever. But yeah, I want to limit my phone to being exactly what it is and just to call or text somebody.
Let's get a flip phone.
Because like I have my computer,
There's your
I have the
iPod.
Xbox, and I have the PlayStation to where I could watch YouTube on that, or I could do whatever I need to do on my computer. But yeah, as far as like Instagram, I've never really been one to be on Facebook, but like Instagram, YouTube.
Checking off to your Facebook post.
Anything else, porn, whatever it may be, unless I need to look up a real quick recipe for something.
Oh, I thought you were gonna listen and look up a real quick recipe of disaster.
Recipe of disaster
In my pants.
in my pants. Then yeah, no, I think yeah, no, I'm just gonna limit again my phone to being exactly what it is, what it was intended for. But yeah.
That's a phone.
It's a phone, Junior. It's for telecommunication.
Oh, my ass is falling asleep.
Dude, Ready Player One cannot come out fast enough.
No, we tried.
We tried freaking illegally screening it, ripping it, and
it was okay, but it wasn't good enough.
it was just too grainy. It's too grainy. We need to pause it like every 5 seconds and see who's in the frame, and it's just hard to do that when you got like a freaking 320p video.
My hands smell like gel.
My hands smell like skin. Dude, the best is when I like cut a lemon for my water.
My hands
Oh
smell like
god,
callus.
dude, that's the best. That like lemony fresh smell. But yeah, I want to watch Ready Player One so bad. It's killing me.
I want another pineapple.
Pineapple. I'll see if I can bring one back from my grandfather. I want to find Predator in Ready Player One. Somebody said that Predator was in there. I want to see him.
I want to say I saw Predator.
I want to see him so bad, dude. Cause like, that movie is just chock full of stuff, dude. There's so much.
I heard Kratos is in it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I also wouldn't be surprised.
But what Kratos? Like
Greek
OG?
Kratos.
Oh, okay. That would be cool.
It couldn't have been God of War Kratos. It totally could have been, but it wasn't released, so they couldn't have done that.
And it would have taken too much time to render. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so much in that movie that like, unless it was the centerpiece, you missed it. There's no way you saw everything. Like,
even that Batman thing that you told
that
me
was
about,
so
that was
cool.
Really cool.
That like,
I
even
never
that,
caught
like,
that.
I don't even think like it was obviously intended to be caught, but it's like the way that they did that, like an audio Easter egg, like that was so cool. Like for you guys, if you've seen Ready Player One, there's that race sequence, and when H like gets his wheel blown off or whatever, he like hits the Batmobile, and the Batmobile like screeches to a halt before it falls off of the broken piece of the freeway, and as it's screeching, it does the old school na 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 na. And it's, oh my god, that just little shit like that like,
that was the 1980s.
No, that's the 60 one with I think, yeah,
I think that's my favorite Batmobile.
Really?
Yeah, it's just simple.
Dude, everything about the Christopher Nolan Batmans are my favorite.
The
like,
Tumblr,
everything,
everyone's favorite app that accidentally leads to porn.
Yeah, everything.
Quote, unquote.
The only thing that I would have to say that I did not like about the Christopher Nolan's is like how brief each villain was. You know, like Ra's al Ghul died. What do you call it?
Question mark.
Two-Face died.
Heath
like,
Ledger.
Heath Ledger's just Heath Ledger died, but the Joker's just
the Joker. Canonically, the Joker's just chilling.
Yeah,
in Arkham.
So
Asylum.
like, it's just that's the only thing. Like usually when you see
Bane, maybe mostly dead.
I thought he did die. No, because like didn't. Wait, what happened with Bane again?
He got shot by Catwoman on the little bat bike with the guns. He was like, "Oh, Junior," and he gets shot and has a little.
And then Talia
Thor Hulk moment.
Talia al Ghul, didn't she die?
Yeah, she died.
Yeah, but yeah, like all the villains were just so briefly. Like it just would have been so cool to see like a universe built around the villains and have seen more of the villains like Poison Ivy or something. But then again, I think it fit the way that they did it, because like all the villains besides the ones that they showed would have been a little bit of that fantastical side of Batman, where like these ones were like the actual like grounded villains.
Scarecrow lived. He just kept getting his ass kicked and thrown into jail.
Scarecrow turned into like the
he turned into a jobber.
He turned. What was he? What do you call that? The judge for the like criminals or whatever. And when Bane took over, remember he was like the judge in the like courthouse. He was like a like
that's who that
was. Yeah. That was him.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know feelings anymore.
And then Gary Oldman, oh man, he was so dope as Commissioner Gordon.
I was disappointed with Scarecrow for how underplayed he was. Because Scarecrow is probably... I don't want to say Bane's my most favorite because he's supposed to be a Mexican wrestler. It's just hyped up on drugs.
Yeah.
But I'd want to say like as like a bad guy probably.
What if
Scarecrow.
what if Leto played Bane? Your face. He said that would have been cool.
I make the best Venom in town. Oh my god!
The truth is, I beat the best bats in town.
The truth.
Oh man.
The truth is, I broke the Batman's back. Oh, dude, don't even.
Oh man.
That would make so much sense for him to use the Venom and shit. The more Toyota brings it up, and I think about it, I kind of wish they did a little bit more with the Venom stuff with Bane than just making him some regular beefy man that was trained. In the
But again, that's what I like about Christopher Nolan's Batman movies is they take a side of realism.
Well, yeah, but
So,
you're gonna make Scarecrow have his fear toxin. Why not have Venom
Because that's
be
like
a
an
thing?
actual drug. That's like something that a hallucinogen. Whereas the Venom would have been like a crazy steroid that like it just would have gotten too fantastical. You know, like that's what I really appreciate about Christopher Nolan's Batman's is like.
What about the Mexican wrestler part, though?
Yeah, that would have been cool. Like if he was some Nacho Libre, like that would have been dope.
Now every time, then you know what? No, never mind. Because now I would just expect a bunch of memes or a scene playing out where he rips off his mask. He's like, "No, my mask! I need to die."
Yeah,
But he's still talking like a weird German British man. No, my mask.
My mask. I was wondering what would break first. Your spirit or your churro?
I couldn't even follow that one.
yeah. I don't know, dude.
Oh,
Like
heartburn.
I think that,
Ooh.
and in no way they're perfect. Like no way that those Batman movies are perfect. But they're my favorite. You know, they're my favorite of the
Scarecrow, Two-Face, and probably Poison Ivy.
Are your favorite villains?
Mhm.
Batman villains? What about Harley?
Oh, she's on a different.
She's on a different list.
She's on a different list.
They ain't villains.
She's on a put
That's
ring on it.
That's
list.
my hero. Yeah, I think Ben Affleck is probably the best Batman.
He was a good. He played
He
a
fucking looks like Batman.
He does.
He
has the
scarily
butt
looks
chin.
like Batman. Like every other Batman we've gotten is like not that they're scrawny, but like they seem like they're too tall. Like Batman has like a sort of like Wolverine type stumpiness to him.
He's very burly.
Yeah, so I feel like the other Batmans we've gotten, you know, they seem like
Have you seen the new Justice League movie?
yeah. I tried to watch it. Fucking,
Oh.
I walked out of the room like 15 minutes into it.
I wanted to watch it just for the Batman and Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot. Yeah, I couldn't watch it, but I think
Have you heard her say her fucking name? She's like Gal Gadot.
that's how she says it.
Yeah, she says.
Oh,
Gal
I've always
Gadot.
heard it Gal Gadot.
That's fucking Frenchies.
But I thought she was Iranian, no? Or what was she? Because she actually fought in like what, the military? Or
Yeah,
something? She was in the military.
She was in the military.
Yeah, well, I don't know if she fought, but yeah, I heard she was in the military.
Yeah,
or some shit.
Israel.
Oh, Israel. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's pretty badass. That's a Wonder Woman right there.
She's pretty hot. I'd put a little more meat on her bones. She'd be more sexy, but she's hot. Like
I'm not gonna get on into all that, but I mean that's pretty cool. Like the first time I'd seen her was in Fast and Furious, the 5th one or the 4th
man,
one.
I did never give a shit about the Fast and Furious movies.
Um,
Only thing that I've ever heard is that the Tokyo one's the best. Is that by Dark Underwood?
I don't know.
This sounds like him.
I haven't watched Tokyo Drift. I've seen all the memes of the Drift King. But yeah, I haven't watched Tokyo Drift yet. I think I saw like the first 30 minutes of it on like FX or something when I still had the TV. But yeah, I never watched Tokyo Drift. I watched like the main storyline ones. That one seemed like it went off a little bit
Tokyo
from
Drift was a spin-off?
It wasn't a spin-off, but it went off of the main, like Dominic Toretto and Brian O'Connor.
So it was a different cast?
Yeah.
That makes sense, but it's like...
Yeah. So, but it has homeboy, the Asian dude, so...
Gadget?
No, the Asian dude that's in the new ones, or he got slapped. Speaking of slapped, Fortnite. Oh my god, dude! I think that's you know what? I think for your health. God, dude, I loved that game. I loved it until they fucking did whatever they did to it, and now, okay, again, a lot of people might think I'm a noob for saying this, but I hate the shotguns, and I only hate the shotguns not because they're a good gun, but because one, they're inconsistent as hell. You could shoot somebody in the head and get 16 damage, and then they could shoot you in the head, take off all your shield and all your health. You're done. You're done, no. Boom. Man's not hot. On the same hand of that, though, I would appreciate that. I wouldn't appreciate that, but I would appreciate the how powerful it was if it was like one of the rare guns in the game, like you only found it in like every so often in some chests or something. Like it was like a golden scar. Like,
and the rarity doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, if it was rare, okay, like I would take it. I would be like, all right, I suck. You know, this guy slapped me. But what I don't like is when it's the fucking green pump, the most common gun in the game, and these try-hard, sweaty noobs are coming around corners just slapping me, dude. Like, it's, come on, Epic. Come on. Come on.
There's been a lot of Fortnite no hype and PUBG master race going on. I don't know if you've like noticed
I haven't noticed any of that. I just know, like, for me personally, when I'm playing the game, like, there's a part of me that doesn't enjoy it anymore.
I only play it for the fucking emotes, man.
Because
I spent money specifically for the emotes.
Because what's the point in playing when there's no more skill to it?
Friends, man.
I could legitimately shoot somebody 3 times in the head with the green pump. They could turn around, build an Eiffel Tower, jump down, and fucking shoot me once in the head. And that's another thing. The building, it totally brings another dynamic into the game that just, like, now you're fighting on so many different levels, and I don't mind that because that does take a lot of skill. But on the same hand of that, there is no skill in just turning around and building until you have the high ground, and then just throwing down a clinger or something like that. Now you're just... Not that there is no play to win in any game, but it feels like a different play to win. Like it's like that game has turned into like a rite of passage for people. Like if you win, like you're cool, you know. Like it's not just playing a regular game, like playing Call of Duty, where like you could win every so often. Like this is a game that you have to like grind for. Like you get that win, and it's like winning the lottery. Like it's ridiculous. It's not fun anymore.
It's the Eiffel Tower builders are definitely my favorite.
The John Wicks, the Boba Yagas.
The fucking Boba builders.
The Boba builders.
Because you'll shoot a dude just one bullet, just like a little pot, and let's see what he does shot. Fucking he has a house.
They fucking built Big
He's
Ben.
set to have a family now. Like, what the fuck?
They fucking built the Empire State Building.
it's that fucking time lapse video of the New York being built in like a day.
Dude, that's what it feels like. It really sucks because it's not that can't be played against, because yeah, like they build, and the way that they build, it's very easy to throw maybe a clinger or a bomb and destroy that, and they fall and take damage. But on the same hand of that, it's like you have no more tactical advantage anymore. You shoot them, and because
still
of
being
how
covered by
because
the
of
bullets.
because of how inconsistent damage is too. Like you shoot them, they know they're being shot at. They build a whole and what sucks about it too is that I feel like for some reason like building is against me too. Like whenever I try to build, it's like my material isn't building fast enough. Like it's so weird the way that the game works, and I feel like it's very inconsistent. Like they need to rework a lot of it, and I don't accept that it's still what early access. Like how do you have a game that's been being played for almost a year now, like very popularly, and it's still in early access?
It's really common. Actually.
So,
for Fortnite is only alive because of the extreme success,
and it's free.
And it's
you
free.
don't have to pay anything to play it unless you want to buy a skin. So I don't
or an emote.
I don't
for that emote.
I don't mind that, but they also what did they make last month? Like almost like it was like 30 billion or something like that.
Really?
In a month, in a fucking month.
Oh.
So how is a game that's making billions of dollars still in early access, and it has as many issues as it does?
You know
We're not talking about Assassin's Creed Unity, okay? We're talking about a game that is as on a popular level as it is right now.
I'm gonna have to blame Walt Disney. His head is doing some Futurama shit. Has little fucking robo arms. He's just handing
Pickle
out
Rick
wheels.
right now.
Hey, Pickle Rick!
Pickle Rick! Oh, Rick! Yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, it's not as fun. Like, I right now on my PC, I only have GTA, Ghost Recon, and Fortnite. And Fortnite gets the least love out of all of those because of just how inconsistent in play it is, you know? And it's not my biggest problem before when I was first playing it is, man, there's nowhere to drop. Everyone drops at the same place. Like, nah, now that's not even a problem anymore. It's just the gun. The gun work is just very inconsistent. Like, you could be shooting at somebody with a scar, and boom, they take you out with the most common gun in the game.
I remember how, like, innocent and in love you were over for that game when it first came out. Like you took real joy into it, and I was happy to hear that you had found a game that you really liked, and I did not want to play it with you because I didn't like the game at all. I wanted PUBG, and after playing PUBG, I do like it more than Fortnite. But honestly, don't think Battle Royale games are my thing. After now playing both.
Well, aren't you in for a tasty surprise come next year?
Why?
With all these fucking Battle Royale games coming.
Oh, yeah, because of Battlefield, and
Black Ops.
Did you hear that bullshit of Black Ops pre-order bullshit?
No.
They have, like, a season pass. Like always.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. And it comes with, all the zombie stuff. Oh my god. All the future map stuff, the weapons, all that garbage. And it's locked at a thing that's $100. You can only get that with that bundle. You can't
that stuff?
You can only get that with that bundle. You can't buy the season pass separately. You have to get that. Yeah.
With that bundle?
Yeah.
Then it's not even a season pass then, is it? It's just fucking pre-order DLC.
It's a big cash grab.
Or not pre-order DLC, it's just bundle DLC then.
It's a huge cash grab that's really annoying. Like, for all we know now, it's
$100?
$100, yeah.
Then that's not too bad. Honestly though, that's not too bad because you have games that
But you can't purchase the DLC separately.
No, but okay, you have games like Rainbow Six Siege that at launch they cost like $60. Then you get the year 1 season pass and it's what, like $30. And then you get the year 2, that's $30. That's $120. So having that $100 bundle, that's not too bad. If they're gonna have other DLC along the line, then okay, that's like where it's like, okay, that's weird. Like the year 2 for Rainbow Six. But
you can't get the DLC separately without getting
it's a gold edition type of thing? or is it just like a pre-order type of thing?
It's just like a gold.
It's a gold?
edition.
Then-
like
no,
like
that's-
you know how Infinite Warfare did the thing where, oh, get this game, but also get this game that's remastered, but you can only play this game with this game.
Yeah, it's obviously not ideal, but if that's all they're gonna do, then fine. Like, I'm tired of these games that feel it's okay to release an unfinished game and then release season shit. Like, that's not cool. Like,
It's different for me. I don't like
okay,
not
do it.
worth DLC.
Okay, do it like Battlefront then, because it keeps the game relevant. You're not paying for it though. You know, do it like that, like where you're keeping the game relevant by releasing seasonal like expansions and shit, but not where you're not like.
I don't know. Has Battlefront created roadmaps and shit?
What does that mean?
Like they have a thing on the website or whatever that shows what month they'll release this expansion, this update, all that stuff.
I think that's where they kind of fail, is like they just say they're doing it. I haven't seen like a roadmap.
Yeah.
But yeah, they what do you call it? They made a smart move. Obviously, the whole microtransaction thing wasn't really taken well with their whole like pretty much gambling. But yeah, I think this whole thing where we're paying almost double for the game to get content later on. It's like, really? Like, I know games are more expensive to make now than they were 20 years ago, but also games were cheaper 20 years ago. You know, so
that's money I would not spend. I mean, it is all we know now. It could change because for some reason they're not talking. They've just said, okay, so you can either pay $60 for this game, or you can pay $100 whatever dollars for this game and get all this other stuff that you can only get and have with this version of the game. They haven't said that you can get the game and then buy the DLC when it comes out. You have to get
okay.
with that.
Okay, yeah. All right, yeah. That
Because I always got Black Ops because the other games, like before 3, I liked the story and zombies. Can't get the shit for the zombies if it's locked behind $100 paywall.
But again, is that too much a price to pay when you get games that are like gold editions and all they give you is like, for like Assassin's Creed or Odyssey, like the gold edition is only going to give you like two sets of different outfits, a mount, and like an extra crew member that does something for your boat.
I think that differs between diehard fans and just the average consumer.
No, but it's like if Black Ops is doing something that it's almost like a season pass, even though it's only that edition, and I don't know this for sure. Like that's what you're bringing to me. But if that's what they're doing, then that's
from all I've heard them
is
say.
That really that bad when you're getting almost bullshit for other gold editions? You know, like for other gold editions where like if it's like a racing game, you get like a car. Like rather than actual expansions, like is that really that much like and is this only where you pay for that edition and it's that only that and you don't get like a steelbook or anything? Like it's just that DLC?
Oh, I don't remember anything about a steelbook or anything like that.
Because I think that's another thing that kind of sucks now too, is like for all these gold editions and all that shit, like they're hidden. They're like not hidden, but like for like when you got Assassin's Creed, like for $10 more you could have gotten that statue and all that. It's like
it wasn't advertised as strongly.
Yeah, like you would have been able to with $10 more and maybe like $15 for like shipping or whatever. I don't know how much the shipping would have been, but it would have been more than regular like shipping. But for just a little bit more, you could have gotten that edition, And I think that's what sucks too about this newest one, Odyssey, is like they have have you seen all the editions that they're coming out with, and like all the statues that they made?
I'm scared too because
There's an edition. There's such a cool edition with the dude Alexios on the front and Cassandra on the back, and it's like a white, like marbly looking steelbook, and it's like got some DLC. It's just the steelbook, but it's only available in Australia.
It's really?
Yeah, there's like shit like that. Like that to me,
I'm a
understand.
slut for steelbooks.
Like regional shit like that. That's like, come on, man. Like, what if we really want that? Now we gotta fucking fly to Australia or get some guy to fucking black market it to us, or like just have a family member in Australia that could send it to us. Like, it just sucks. Like that to me is like, come on, dude. But like what you're saying, I don't think that's too bad. Like, if it was like $150, like, or some crazy shit, and then it's the only thing that you could get that $100, dude, that's pretty much what we pay for games now.
I don't know, just like the more like,
and for extra content,
season passes have really lost their meaning and worth these days. Like, because now all it is just, I'll save $5 more. Like you'll just like wait whenever, and then you'll get the game, you play it.
I think
you really like it.
I think season passes are meaningless for games like that are single player, like what do you call it, Watch Dogs. Like, I got the whole game for $30, the gold edition. Like, that's where it's like, I think it's meaningless because you could just wait. Like, rather than a game like Call of Duty where it's a big multiplayer game that you're gonna want that stuff day one, you know.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
So
there should really only be season passes for multiplayer games.
No, not necessarily, because if you look at like Assassin's Creed, like Origins, like the stuff that came out for it, like I'm still playing through the first expansion, but like it keeps the game relevant.
That's what I was gonna bring up, is that like all it is now is just you just save $5 more off of just paying for all the DLCs separately. And now definitely for the Assassin's Creed games, like you brought up, it's just like, see this season pass? That means more stuff coming soon.
But again, I don't think
announced next year.
I don't think the season pass should be like so much more. Like, if you pay like $40 for like the season pass, and all you get is
Battlefield did some
like, that's half the price.
shit.
That's half the price. That's almost half the price of the game that you just bought for like 2 more missions. You know,
Battlefield 3 and 4 were, and I'm pretty sure 1, 2 were all $50 for premium.
Yeah,
But that's because that they were guaranteeing lots of stuff. I think Battlefield 1 was a major disappointment, and everyone was really disappointed with it because it had not as much content as Battlefield 4 or 3 at all. Like, it had way less than I want to say 3.
That's gonna look so weird. That's gonna look so weird on people's shelves when they put 1 and 5 next to 4. But all right, I think this is where we stop. And
we could actually do this for like 6 hours.
I know. I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. I gotta boom. I gotta bing bang. I got a baba ganoush. This is the douche. Shoes me.
Put shoes on me.
But I think we could continue this later if we talk more on other games, like, because there is games that like we could talk about. But yeah, for right now, I think that pretty much covers our free roam podcast.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah, if you guys agree with anything that we've said, disagree, or would like to add, put it down in a comment. Make sure you're drinking enough water. If you haven't at least drinking the water twice during this podcast, you're not drinking enough water. So
if you haven't drinking water, you're gonna die.
So, all right, shbamla douches.
Skedaddles.